Break the board sports. Here we go. Monday, NBA slate on the hardwood. Short slate with the NBA Cup coming up. Got a bunch of games for that starting. So tonight's a little light here. Click that like, hit subscribe. Going to get into it, even though it's only 3 games. Give you the best analysis we can before the NBA Cup quarterfinals get underway on Tuesday, which a little bit of really interested in this Suns T Wolves game. We'll get into that one here in just a little bit, but let's start off again. Kings and Pacers. Give you all the injury updates that I have here as we're getting them all set up, ready to go. You got Kings, Pacers, Schroeder. Right now, it's looking like he is a game time decision with the hip. You also got Keegan Murray. Now, he hasn't played for a while. Murray hasn't. But that right trapeze soreness, he could be back. Now, Sabonis, he is out with that partially torn meniscus. Ben Shepherd out for the Pacers. Quentin Jackson is out. Aaron Nesmith is out. And obviously, as we all know, goes without saying, Obi Toppin is out. Right now, Pacers actually laying 3.5. Over under 234.5 in this one. Now, 53% ticket count, 56% of the handle going to the over. 47% of ticket count, 44% of the handle going to the under 234.5. As far as the side, we talked about Pacers laying 3.5. They're getting 59% of ticket count, 82% of the handle there. That's where the Kings visiting 41% of ticket count, 18% of the money. Kings just 1-4 against the spread their last 5 overall. And against Indiana, the Pacers 4-1 in the last 5 matchups with the Kings. Pacers 7-2 ATS their last 9, though they haven't been winning. Great cover run. The under between these two teams is cash 6 of the last 9. Pacers have played to the under 4 of the last 6, and the Kings have played to the under 5 of the last 6. Maybe a trend here with the unders. Kings just 3-12 their last 15 games overall. Pacers 4-13 their last 17 games. Needless to say, these two teams aren't going to be battling it out for the cup. Kings 6-17 straight up. Pacers 5-18. Kings are 3-10 on the road. They're 8-14-1 ATS. Now, the Pacers, despite the 5-18 record, are 12-11 ATS. They're 4-8 at home. These two teams have yet to meet this year. They've split their last 10 matchups. Now, in Sacramento, they got the win against Miami the other night, 127-111 2 nights ago. That stopped a 4-game slide that they were on. Pacers got the win at the Bulls 3 nights ago, 120-105. That stopped a 2-game back-to-back losing streak they had. Nothing here I want to get into other than there's a couple 235s out there. And if I'm going to play the game, I'm going to look to the under in this one. That would be my side I lean on, but just really nothing that I'm like, yeah, man, I got to run to the window and bet that. So just going to be a stay away, I believe, here for me. When you look at next game on the board, Phoenix Suns laying 10 at the Minnesota T-Wolves. You're over under in this one, 224.5, 75% ticket count, 84% of the handle to the over, 25% ticket count, 16% of the handle to the under. When you look at the side here, 54% ticket count equaling 46% of the handle to the Phoenix Suns, 46% ticket count equaling 54% of the handle is laying the 10 with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I made a mistake there. It's the T-Wolves laying 10. Now, for the game, Isaiah Livers is out. Dylan Brooks, he's questionable here, but I don't think he's going to go from some other reports I've been reading. Obviously, Devin Booker out, Jalen Green out. T-Wolves averaging 4 points more per game, giving up 2. Suns coming off that loss December 5th against the Rockets, 117-198, as to where the Minnesota Timberwolves, they got a little something going now. T-Wolves 15-8 on the year, 8-3 at home. But the T-Wolves, they've been able to snag 5 in a row overall. And then head-to-head with the Suns. Suns won the last game back on November 21st. That was the only time they played this year. Suns beat them by 114-113. Before that, the T-Wolves had reeled off 8 in a row. Listen, I always say this, in-game betting is the best way to go. and halftime betting in the NBA. That's value to the original number. Those are always the best way to play this thing. But I will look at if you try to do something with your same game parlays, trying to get some kind of value out of there with it. If you got Anthony Edwards 25 plus points with the Minnesota Timberwolves money line, that lays you minus $1.60. Now you could add to that. You could go over to the NFL, and I think the under is very alive here. You go alt. If you go alt total here, and let me just get it pulled up here as we're doing this live on DraftKings, you can go under 48.5. Excuse me, trying to get this done for you. If you take Minnesota Timberwolves money line, go ahead and put in there Anthony Edwards to get to the 25 plus points. And then you get, why is this thing not moving for me? Apologies, guys. All right, here we go. You get the alt under 48.5. Under, it's 41.5 right now. So we would be moving it up 7 points. Actually, let's even go a little further. Under 51.5. So 27-24 gets for you. T-Wolves money line, Anthony Edwards 25 plus points, and the under 51.5 all total plus 102. I think that's got some good value for you. I would also look, I think the T-Wolves win this game. Obviously, it's easy to say that when they're laying 10. But some kind of in-game betting, maybe you hope the Suns get up 6 or 7 early. Something happens. Maybe you get the T-Wolves at a cheaper price, -4, -5. Something like that would be a good way to kind of lean into this number. Next game on the board, you got the San Antonio Spurs at the New Orleans Pelicans. Spurs laying 9.5, over under 236.5. 60% of ticket count to the under, 40% of ticket count to the over. Now, as far as the money, 85% of the handle going to the under, 15% of the handle to the over. The 9.5, 59% ticket count, 55% of the handle is laying the 9.5 with the Spurs. 41% of ticket count, 45% of the handle catching the 9.5 with the New Orleans Pelicans in this one. Now, Spurs 7-3 ATS their last 10, and 7-3 straight up their last 10 games overall. But against New Orleans, they're just 1-5 ATS. The Pelicans 4-1 ATS over their last 5. Now, Stephon Castle for the Spurs, he's questionable to come back with that hip tonight. That would be huge. Wembanyama, he's out. Cornette could be back tonight. Jordan Poole is out. Zion's out. They never play for the Pelicans at all. Now, Spurs, Thursday, they on the look ahead here, not Thursday, excuse me, Wednesday on the look ahead, they got the NBA Cup quarterfinals against the Lakers. But the Pelicans have lost 6 straight games. In their last 10 at home, the Pelicans are 1-9. 1-9. That's just absolutely unbelievable there. If you also look at it here, we went over the injuries and stuff like that. Spurs, you wonder again, how much gas are they going to have tonight? How much are they really going to put into it with that cup game coming up against the Lakers? When I look at the side perspective of this, 9 is too much to be laying on the road. I get it. Spurs are 15-7, straight up 12-9-1 ATS. They are 6-5 on the road now. The Pelicans 2-11 straight up, 3-21 ATS. Spurs won both meetings this year, 121-16 and 126-119. Spurs 3 straight wins against the Pelicans here. The last time out, we talked about Spurs. They lost to the Cavaliers, but they beat Orlando and Memphis right before that. And we talked about the losing streak, 6 games for the Pelicans again. Nothing here. I think this is a great night for in-game betting, not a great night for out the box. I think if I'm making an out the box bet, it's the T-Wolves money line under 51 in the Eagles Chargers game alt total, and Anthony Edwards 25 plus points. That gets me even money. That's the only thing I see on the board. Hopefully I gave you some stats and trends to help you help your own handicap and pick your own sides. That's Monday's slate. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports. God bless and happy handicapping.